Hi, my name is Leon Fuerth. People are always saying that things are moving faster and faster. And there have been times when that's a line that properly comes from the older generation, which just doesn't feel comfortable with change at any rate of pace. But I think that in our times, in the last 40 years or so especially, the pace of change is becoming really noticeable. And of course, given the difficulties that we're now experiencing, the rate of change from technology, from economics, from foreign enemies and so on, is threatening to become overwhelming. You have to wonder sometimes, and hope all the time, that our approach to democratic governance is going to be fast enough on its feet to keep up with this constant flow of major challenges. I think that is possible. But it's not only a question of having the right leadership in place at the right time, and it is also very much a question of having citizens who understand how to analyze these issues. So much of the time, what we get shoved at us through the media or directly by people campaigning for office is a drastically oversimplified view of what is really making the world operate. It slices and dices reality in ways that we know simply don't work. But we don't have the means to assemble a satisfying conception of how the whole thing fits together and where it may be taking us and what are the ways in which we can have an influence on it before our best options are already somewhere in the rearview mirror. In order to have the possibility of bringing democratic governance into the 21st century, of giving it a shot at not only keeping up with new developments, but of getting ahead of them to some extent in order to shape them, we need some approach to understanding what can be done in terms of visualizing these things, and we especially need to talk about ways in which it may be possible for government itself to adjust its processes so that it is better at catching on to what is happening and debating them. Because as you know, in our society, we disagree about what we think is happening. We disagree about what should be done about it. We disagree about how much should be spent on it. And then after we make all our decisions, we disagree all over again. So the critical thing here is how to extend our sense of what is going to happen to us further into the future so that we have more time for our democratic processes to work. The ideas that I have about this all come under the heading of a term that I invented for it. It's called forward engagement, and pretty much speaks for itself. The idea is that the sooner we latch on to what we think is really going to be important, the sooner it is that we can reach the moment of action to try to shape that to our best advantage. So what I'm going to be talking about is some of the basic concepts behind forward engagement as they might apply to you and to the interests of the people in your community. I hope that the materials that I'm going to provide through subsequent videos and through my own writings that are available to you on this website and to links to other websites will give you the means as citizens to really dig into the issues and to open them up so that you can also have a chance to ask some very interesting and telling questions of your political leaders when you get a chance to talk to them.